The part of the play that was most memorable for me was when Penny was killed via the death ray gun. I thought this part of the play was sad because Dr. Horrible meant it for Captain Hammer and Captain Hammer meant it for Dr. Horrible. But they both never meant to kill the woman that they both loved. But in the end, she was the one who suffered ultimately from the hate that they had for each other. Three themes that I found. The first one is irony. The second one is evil really evil? And the third one is love. The first theme is irony. The scene I mentioned before is the most memorable to me. It really exemplifies the irony of this play. Both Captain Hammer and Dr. Horrible loved Penny, but at the end, their hatred for each other caused her ultimate death. I think it was also ironic that the woman that Dr. Horrible had loved for months, from seeing her at the laundromat, fell in love with his arch nemesis. And then the second theme is evil really evil? I think in this musical they use the good versus evil theme, but they somewhat switch or reverse the roles, or make them hazy at least. Dr. Horrible is the villain in real life, but after seeing Dr. Horrible's thought process, it's easy for the audience to empathize with him, and the loss of the love of his life, Penny. Captain Hammer is supposed to represent the hero or the good force, and he's represented as being full of himself and sort of a jerk. This play challenges the classically defined terms of a villain versus a hero and then good versus evil. The third theme was love. I think that the entire musical really centers around love. The superpowers and the good versus evil center around both of the main characters' love for the same woman. The songs of the musical mostly all center around love, and even the tragic ending is made so tragic because both Dr. Horrible and Captain Hammer both loved the woman that their fight ultimately killed in the end. For number three, I chose to analyze the song Everyone's a Hero, sung by Captain Hammer. I think this song functions as to advance the theme of whether evil is truly evil. This song shows that everyone is a hero in their own way and faces their own personal villains every day. What may be a villain to some may not be a villain to others, and it's all really based on your perspective. This song advances the plot because it shows how Captain Hammer inspires the public when he sings it, and it also exemplifies his self-absorbed nature. I think the music of this play, as well as the humor, is what makes the play interesting. I think musicals are definitely more effective in comparison to watching a traditional play because of how dynamic they are. The music sinks in the heads of the audience members and make them more interested and engaged, it seems to me. I think there could be a comparison between music and Shakespearean soliloquies or monologues because these long speeches, too, stuck with the audience of Shakespeare's day. And after all, some of his most famous words are still known word for word by a large amount of people today, and they come from these monologues that he wrote. And they stick with the audience, as does the music from today's musicals that also resonates and sticks in the head of the audience members. Two questions that I have. First, who do you think Penny would have ended up with if she had not died at the end of the play? And then what do you think Dr. Horrible ended up doing after the play ended as he was in that meeting room with what looked like to be the other villains?